Hello, everyone. Happy May Day. Happy May Day. So, I kind of forgot that May was coming, but here we are. So, I'm going to do a live tarot for the collective for May. And the overall message is let go of expectations. It's like, well, this is going to happen in a week. And if this happens, that's going to happen. If that's going to happen, then this is going to happen. And I have to be prepared for this and for that. Like, let go. Let go, allow it to happen, sort of, it's almost like, but it feels good. It feels like maybe it's going to be better than you think it was going to be. It feels good. Um, so let go of expectations. Oh, well, it's going to rain a lot in this place in this month. It's like, maybe it won't. Or I'm expecting a phone call from this person and then this is going to happen. It's like, well, maybe it won't. It's almost like just let it um, unfold. And it's too much. Okay, that's the message. That's the message. Oh, well, it's going to go this way. It's like, don't just be open, to delight, to a surprise, to something unexpected, and don't be so surprised when it's. So that's my little message. That's my little message. All right, and this is for the collective, and I'll get to the signs. I don't know when, but I will. So it's May. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. I wrote 2 books. They're available for purchase. And, oh, hi, Seascape. Hi, Seascape. Interesting message, right? Just let go. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, this, it's like, this is like living in worst case scenario. What if this and what if that? Oh, no. Okay. But there's something hidden there's something hidden that I think is going to come to light. And there's a change going on, maybe in the physical world, maybe in your finances, maybe in your job. There's a change going on. Okay. Yeah, and then new energy comes through. This is also my Archangel Michael card. So Archangel Michael has this energy of being very clear and very direct. And so it's like maybe a new idea or a new message or a new perspective comes into your mind. Yeah. Well, I think we feel scattered because it's like we're so busy being in the future that we can't really be in the here and now. Like be in the here and now and decide. It's like, this is for example. It's like, well, I have something ready for lunch. And it's in the refrigerator, and then somebody calls and says, "Oh, come on, let's go to lunch." I'm like, okay. It just reminded me that I do have something in the refrigerator. Yeah, another 5, change. This is an interesting card. What used to be important to me is no longer important to me. I've changed my mind. I'm going to go back to the farm. The guys in the background, I can do it. It's backwards. It's like this used to really be important to me, and it's not so important to me anymore. And I'm going back into to the farm. I'm going back to the farm. I fought the battle. I don't want to fight anymore. Another 5. Wow. A new establishment is coming. 5 is about chaos or change. That's what 5 is about. So it's like Think of yourself as a block of clay. And it's like, well, I was going to make a bowl, but it ended up being a plate. I was going to make a sculpture, and it ended up being a vase. Like, okay, okay. I have 3 5s already. And five is a really funny number in tarot. 5 is like really walking on the fence. 5 is really walking on the fence. And it's like, am I going to go back? Am I going to fall backwards into, if I climb the fence, if this is the fence, right? And I start here and I get up on the fence and I'm walking on it, right? Am I going to go back to where I was, or am I going to lean toward the new? That's the kind of energy of 5. That's why five is a funny number out of all the numbers. Well, I really like this card. So this is a 2. It's a choice. So this is the choice. This is the path. I can't do it with my fingers. I'm sorry. If you look behind him, he's got the wand, and it's fertile, but it's against the wall, right? So there's a limitedness, right? And it can grow against the wall, but you can't really do anything much with it. And it grew, but it seems like he's turning his back on it and looking toward the future, towards something more optimistic, or towards something more expansive, right? Because he's got the world in his hands. And he's also, now, this is a tool. So it doesn't have to just grow. He could use it as like flagging someone. He has a lot more opportunities. It's like, if you undo it, it's almost like there are certain plants, like in my garden, and certain ones, like I could put in the sun or I could put in the shade and it'll grow no matter what. And then there are other ones, it's like, I can only stay here. Like, do not move me. So think of it as having a plant that can go shade or sun. And it's like, I'm not going to move this. And, make friends with another part of the garden, with other plants, etc. Right? Or maybe I'll split it and make it into 2 plants, which I do a lot. Yeah, the transformation is upon us. The transformation is upon us. And this is a really good card. I know it gets a really bad rap, but this is the energy of something died so that something else can live. Like, that's really the energy of it. That's it. And it's also interesting, Seascape, the way I always read this, to me, this is really interesting. I don't know if other people do this, but this is the card of Taurus, and this is the card of Scorpio, which are the opposites in the zodiac, right? And so whenever I get that in a reading, it's like, this is big. It's almost like you're in the same. You went from being the guest to being the host. You went from, in a moment. It's like that. It's like that complete turnaround. Really interesting. You went from being the employee to being the employer. A little bit like that. Like, well, okay, let's go for it. So that's interesting. So maybe you go from being the observer, is what I'm getting, the observer to the action taker. Or maybe you go from being the action taker to being the observer. It's that big. Okay. You go from being the student to being the teacher. You like that? That's the kind of energy. Dios mío. It is so polluted here, I can't even tell you. So I went up to the roof and I'm doing my thing. I do my little prayer and I get a little message. I'm sitting there in the garden. It's really lovely. And there's a dance studio and they're playing the dance music and I'm kind of like swaying a little bit. And then I blow my nose and it's a new world. And I have to do that every day. Like big. All right. And then we get the moon. And the moon is a really interesting card. Um, the moon is the card of Pisces, and it's the last time that the horoscope shows up in the deck. The moon is about a mysterious path. It's a mysterious path because it's illuminated by the moon. It's not illuminated by the sun. So it's almost like walking around in the dark, and it only becomes clear as you get closer and closer to it. I always use the example of you walking down the street late at night, and it's like, oh my God, is that a wolf on my street? It's like, no, it's a fire hydrant. But the energy of the moon card is to be enchanted. It's almost like to be called, to be almost seduced, And it's this energy of like being deeply, it's the energy of Pisces. So it's the energy of like really letting your intuition and your guide you. It's like you're in a big park or in a big garden. It's like, oh, I think we'll go this way. Or you see something, you see a tree in the distance, and it's like, I really want to go look at that tree. It's it's really pretty, or it's really big, or what's going on around it, what's growing behind it, and like, so my instinct says to go that way, or there's a waterfall, whatever it is, and it's like, and as you get closer, it becomes clearer, it becomes more. I don't know, beneficial, more clear. That's the energy. The moon card is like, it's about enchantment, it's about intuition, it's about dreams, it's about not having a definite plan. The energy of Pisces, the way I understand it, is the fish are going two different ways. So the energy of Pisces is basically living in this realm, but also is getting information from heaven, getting information from the oversoul all the time. And I think a lot of Pisces feel and think it's like, well, everyone's getting this information. It's like, no, not everybody is getting this information. The Pisces is getting this information. So I think this is what's happening. This is what it feels like. Like more and more people are getting in touch with their own intuitive abilities and their own psychic downloads. And they're all following that more and more. That's what it feels like. Okay. All right. I want you to see the card, so I go further and further away. Ah! Yeah, it's time to let go of the past and move into something that's more tranquil. That's more beneficial. They're basically refugees, right? But the thing is that's interesting about this, I always get this as Lot's wife. It's like, don't turn around. There's nothing there. Oh, in the past. Oh, things used to be this way. And, I can rely on, it's like, no, you're going to a new land. So maybe you're going from somewhere tropical to somewhere temperate. Maybe you're going from somewhere temperate to somewhere tropical. It's like that. It's like, so it's a whole different ballgame. It's a whole different ballgame. So, I used to grow palm trees because I lived in the tropics, and now I'm moving to, Scandinavia, and I'm going to bring my palm tree seeds with me. Like, well, good luck. And this is about through the change. This is what I'm getting. Through the change, rely on the things. Okay, we're all going through a change. And it's like, it might be this really overwhelming thing because it changes so quickly. And it's like, well, how do I center myself? I center myself by doing something physical that I really like to do, by like cooking, gardening, taking long walks, things that are maybe familiar to you, that you can, busy yourself with while these changes are happening. Or maybe learning something new that would um, bring your energy more toward your center, right? Well, this is going on around me. There's a big rainstorm, let's say, and I can't really do much during the rainstorm. So, what I'm going to do is something familiar and something comfortable, something physical that maybe I can learn something and develop it more and more until the rain passes, right? Oh, I've been wanting to paint this bed stand for a long time, or change the legs, or whatever it is. So I'm going to get down. Going to get into that. See what happens. All right, one more. So that balance will be restored. And card of Libra. So I feel like there's this big readjustment. It's almost like a tub of water, and you go like that. It's like, but your little boat stays afloat, and it's going to take time for the water to get still again. It's going to take time for the water to get still again, and it's like, watch the movie. Oh, this is going to happen, and that's going to happen. Like, we don't know what's going to happen, but I think in order to get through it is to get busy with yourself individually into something that makes you feel more comfortable, more stable, more in your own energy, instead of giving away all your energy. It's like, I have to be in my center and in my heart, and maybe do something physical. Oh well, this is going on. I'm just gonna bake. I'm just gonna clean the house. I'm just gonna whatever cook. And and then the meal will be ready. There's a big shift going on, and none of us really know where it's going to end up, right? And it's going to be okay, because we're going from turbulence into something calm. That's what's going on here, right? And Archangel Michael is here with us. We have 3 5s. We have the transformation, the death card. We have the intuition coming in. Oh, I know where to go. I know who to call. I know what to do. With the moon card, I'm going to allow my intuition and my soul really to lead me toward where I need to go. Right? Toward where I need to go. And I'm gonna have faith that it's all going to work out to my highest good, my highest energy. I don't know, my highest healing. Right? I don't really know exactly where it's going to go, because you watch the news and this is new and that's new and that's new and this is new and that's new, and it's like, okay, hello you. So that's the energy. I'm going to show you everything. I hope it all fits. Now I'll just rearrange the cards. I'm going to make it like this. I'm going to do this so you can see all the cards. It's easier, because I always read them in a different order anyway. All right. Let's start here. I have to let go of all this anxiety and worry, and let my subconscious build something new toward change, toward a sense of moving forward into the future and not looking back at the past. There are new inklings of ideas that are coming through that can change my mind and help me to establish something that's more solid, um, I've got to get busy in the physical world in whatever way that brings me joy. This is like the whistle while you work hard and bring me into balance. I'm going to follow my dreams and my intuition, even though I don't know 100% where it's going, toward the transformation where the new sun is rising, and then new choices will appear. And then new choices will appear. That's my little take for May. That is my take for May for everyone on the earth. And maybe other planets. If there are beings on other planets watching my YouTube, welcome. I have 2 books available for purchase. I don't know if they have visa on other planets. But you're welcome. People, even years ago would talk about, there's like aliens, there's being on other planets. And I always used to say, because they used to sell scarves. I used to sell scarves, so I was like, I hope they come from planet Longneck, so like they have to buy like 3 scarves each. So that's my take. That's my take. It's like, it's big changes are coming. Don't think you know what the outcome is going to be. Just let it unfold. Watch the movie. Stay centered, and it's almost like getting on a boat. Like you get on a boat, and you think you're going across the bay, and all of a sudden, I don't know, the captain's in a really good mood, and he takes you to the Caribbean, or he takes you to the Mediterranean. It's like, this is supposed to be a day trip. I guess I have to buy a whole new wardrobe. Hi, Jen. So that's the energy. It's like, stay centered, stay focused in your own life, in your own energy, and the things that make you comfortable, and maybe learning something new, maybe learning a new skill, and just let it unfold, and have faith that it's all going to work out in the end. Have faith that it's all, how sometimes you had a plan, and you made all these, you got all ready, and it didn't work out, and like initially you're like, oh God, no, I'm all ready, and then something new comes along, and it was like, oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's perfect, right? So I guess I'm not going to eat the tuna in the refrigerator, Tuna is only good when it's really fresh, anyway. And then it's like I had so much left over. It's like, well, I'll save it for tomorrow, and I forgot. So by today, it's going to be like, I'll eat it because it's food. But actually, if you add, like cucumber or tomato, it makes it a lot better, or lettuce, like refreshes it. All right, so that is my take. I don't know how long I've been on, 23 minutes, 24 minutes. I have 2 books available for purchase. I'm open for readings. Thank you, Seascape. Yeah, thank you, Miss Orchid. Thank you, Jen. And I'll see you all soon. Hi, Patricia. I never announce my lives. It's like it's just the way I am. And then people are like, oh, he's live, and it just came to me. It was like, it's May Day. You forgot to do the May readings. You sort of knew it was coming up, and it's like, oh, here it is. And I have a few things I have to pay the maintenance in cash. I have to go to the bank. It's kind of a pain. And but I'll do it. And my guest is really nice. He's from Tijuana. And so yesterday I made pasta with pesto with peas and what do you call it? Red pepper and I think and garlic. Came out really good, and chicken. So today he's making I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like bistec ranchero. Basically it's steak with like peppers and onions and garlic and blah, 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 blah. I'm excited. Thank you, Miss Orchid. That's a sweet thing to say. So yeah, watch the video. It's all about everything's changing, and it's like just stay centered in yourself and watch the movie. And it's like, well, I think this is going to happen. I think that's going to happen. It's like that's nice. We don't live in that kind of world, So the only center to have is you, right? It's almost like this is the other. Being serenity is about being on the raft with a pole in the middle of the raft and just hanging on while the storm is going on. It's like, well, it might take longer than I think, and it really ruined my hair. However, I got a super duper short haircut yesterday. It's like it'll pass. I just have to hang on to the thing, and watch the waves. That's it. Ay, Dios mío. Oh, Jen, come and see me. The other place to go in for Dia de los Muertos is like I think in the Yucatan they dig up the bodies and wash the bones, but also Michoacan also has a lot going on. But come and see me. But somebody was smart because they made a reservation with me for like Dia de los Muertos for like 12 days. They made it like a month ago. That was a smart thing to do. It's like, that is prime time. So make that reservation because they all come. And it's a very special time here. It's a very special time. And for me, it makes perfect sense. I mean, all of the ancients, when you go like the Chinese, the India, they were all communicating with the dead. They were all communicating with their ancestors. That's how they got the information. It was like the go-between between them and heaven. All the ancients did that. And everyone's like, oh. Meanwhile, they talk to me all day. Really, if I want them to. Yes, Jen. So if you're here for like a day or two or three, come and see me. I live in the center of the city. I know where to go. I know how to get there. And the city is amazing. What an amazing, amazing place this is. It really is. There's 1,200 museums. Just to start, right? The parks are incredible. The food is really good. And every neighborhood is like its own little country. It really is. And it's easy to get around because you have the metro, which is 5 pesos, just like 15 cents. Yeah, does it run really completely smoothly and lovely? No, not really. So you hang on and, we're at our stop. It's 5 pesos. Anyway, that is that. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Thank you all for joining me, for supporting me. And see you soon. And we're going to start Tarot classes. We don't even know the date yet. It's like that. We're going to let it settle, and then all of a sudden we'll have the students and we'll do it. Because we need to have a certain amount in order for it to be like, to make it like a good class, It's got to have like a certain amount of people so that, you learn. All right. Thanks, Patricia. And go back and watch it. And I'll be doing the individual signs soon. I don't know when, but soon. Anyway, see you soon. Maybe I'll write another book this May. Who knows? Oh, thank you, Jen. Thank you. And see you soon. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I know that I really have to do today is go pay the maintenance. To go to the bank and get the cash. All right. It's 29:30, so it's time to go. Blessings, blessings. See you soon. Bye. And I have to press end stream instead of edit. Otherwise, you'll be looking at me going, Blessings. Bye.